Hey guys, I'm Tamika and welcome to Mika Tart, the show that promises to be fun, entertaining and lighthearted. So, I was thinking about crowns. When I was younger, when I was like a little girl, I used to go to church and they would sing this song, "Would there be any stars on my crown?" So it had me thinking. Now, I'm not sure if this was just a song or this is in the Bible, but it had me thinking about when I go to heaven, if I would have any stars on my crown. And I feel like my crown isn't so bright right now. And I was thinking that maybe I could borrow some stars. Like, would they allow me to borrow stars? Because I have some people I can borrow stars from. I'm definitely going to ask my mother to lend me some stars and like TD Jakes and Joel Osteen. But the next thing I'm thinking about is, what if people start stealing stars? You know, God going to throw us down and like, no, get away from heaven. You stole that. So yeah, I need some stars. So like when we get to heaven, you can tell God that I help you out and can get 1 and 2 stars so that I will have stars on my crown and it will be bright. But if not, mommy, coming for yours. So think about it. Hey guys, no, I'm not about to perform a concert, but you will see just why I have a microphone. Also blame Ray. But today we have not just twins, but twins of excellence. They wrote their first book, The Fallen Empire, at the age of 16 years old, and they're now making their way on top of the law. I'm happy to have on the channel Jonadee and Jhada Martin.
Thank you for having us, Tamika.
That is a chorus. That unison was
Yes.
perfection. Okay, so first of all, which one is Jonadee?
I'm Jonadee.
And I'm Jhada.
Well, yes, we cannot be that. And who is older?
I am by 2 minutes.
Which doesn't matter.
And a lot.
2 minutes is nothing, please.
A lot happened in 2 minutes. Got to let there be light in 2 minutes. So
How you know you were there?
Well, actually,
Please ask her.
Does she behave as though she's older, Jhada?
Yeah, she had this superiority complex.
Oh
In the
my
2
God.
minutes, I can't deal with it sometimes.
All right. So when you guys were younger,
Mhm.
did you used to like cheat and trick people to say I'm Jhada when you're actually Jonadee?
Funny story. When we just entered high school, actually, what we did instead of tricking and playing, say that we're each other, what we did was tell everybody that we didn't know that we had a long lost twin sister, that we just found each other. So
That is a first. That is a first.
So we told everybody we had different last names, and then we just pretended that and like somebody said to me, you know, you have a girl that look like you, and I said, really? I did just brand new.
It was a whole
So
production.
it went going on for about a month.
Before they realized?
Yeah, before they realized. Because I had 1 and 2 friends who knew me before, and I had to be like, no, this is those and on.
So were you in different classes?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
were.
were.
We were in different classes.
Funny enough, they didn't put us in same classes for the entirety of high school.
Really?
I think they thought we would have done some nefarious.
Which you guys
Dealings.
did. In
What
all
you mean?
fairness, you did. In all fairness, you did. So there is something that I've often heard of, you know, the twin instinct. Well, I'm calling it twin instinct. I don't even know if that's a word, but the twin instinct. Is that something that you guys experience?
Well, you know, Tamika, I can't really disclose that information to you. I'd have to consult with the Twin Council before I can reveal that information.
You stop it nice. Jhada, talk to
Sorry,
me.
I'm bound by law.
I feel away. I feel away.
If you were a twin now, you know we could. But
Tell me.
yeah, you know,
I
it's a
understand.
closed.
I have to get
club.
written permission.
It's a whole thing. You know, have to
Make
applications.
submissions.
It's.
I understand. So let me find out from you guys. Would you marry a twin so that you could have children? Now both of them like that would be so cool.
I mean, there is a high likely chance that we would have twins because twins, we have so much in our family already. So there is a possibility that one of us will have twins.
No. I'm saying you guys would marry.
Marry.
Oh, no.
I mean,
No.
No?
No,
I think it's too.
that would be pushing it.
No, but you would have like the guy looks like the guy. So when you have a child, the children look alike. That's
I mean, if
It's cool in a weird way,
if
but
the situation arises, maybe.
maybe. Do you have any other siblings?
No, just each other. Unfortunately, I have to look at your face all the time.
Your face.
I mean,
So you wrote a book, The
Mhm.
Fallen Empire, and you did that at 16 years old.
well, actually, we really conceptualized it much younger. We didn't really put pen to paper until we were about 15, 16. But as you can imagine, now that we're old and looking back through it, we realize there are a lot of new parts, new characters, new developments that we would have wanted to incorporate to make the series better. So that is what we are doing now. We're overhauling the entire series. We have rewritten the first book, and we have 5 books planned in that series. And we are the artistic part of our lives, although we do law, the artistic part of our lives is very important.
Yeah.
So other than writing this series, we have so much other plans. So we have another book of poetry, because she's a poet. So we have a book of poetry that we're working on as well, and we are getting into screenplays. So
What exactly is The Fallen Empire about? What sort of genre would you say it would fall under?
Jonadee, would you like to take this one?
well, it's a new adult, so it's not YA. It's new adult. It's fantasy. If you love Tolkien or George R. Martin, this is something that you would very much like to get into. And of course, there are very few books out there centered around POCs and Black characters, and we bring a lot of culture, and we do create our own cultures, our own languages in it, but it's heavily influenced by lost cultures and lost languages that we're trying to bring awareness to
And popularized through
our work.
Okay. What gave you the idea for this book? What made you say, you know what, I'm going to write this sort of, book about people of color? What gave you that idea?
I mean, we started writing very young. My grandmother, rest her soul, was a very avid influence of, before you watch TV, you have to write an essay for me. Before you play outside, you have to read this book and tell me about it. So we really got into reading. We were like avid readers. From high school come up, we'd always have a book under the desk. So I was supposed to be doing schoolwork. So one day, Jay and I were just bouncing ideas. It actually comes from a dream, really. And I was just telling Jody about it, and then we just started bouncing ideas off of each other. And then it just all came together.
And you said that you plan to go out into a series. When do you think that will be ready for?
Well, hopefully within the next year, because we have different phases. We have so many content we want to push out. So the first phase, I'm stealing that from Marvels. Hopefully by this year to next year, we'll have a lot of content out. And another thing is that we're trying to push a magazine, a Jamaican, something centered around the Caribbean. We already have the name. It's going to be Zafine. We already have people on board working. It's going to be on a digital platform for now, but we are trying to get that out by this year as well.
It's about art and culture and like the pulse of the Windies. So that's the vibe.
Yeah. So, food and art and politics and law and everything you could think of about Jamaica. And then, hopefully when we start building and growing, we move to the West Indies as a whole. And then from there we go international. So we're working on that now. Hopefully by the end of this year, we have at least 2 or so issues out. Okay. So it's a lot going on.
Jonadee, tell me about the legal aspect. You guys are into law?
Well, Jonadee is an attorney presently. I have a few months left until I'm called. Okay. But we've decided that we wanted to start something because legacy is important. We grew up around the legacy and we wanted something to continue. So we started law and we're building a firm.
Martin and Associates, in case you're wondering, yes. We're geared towards, right now, conveyancing real estate, contract, entertainment, and IP. We're very much into creators representing creators. Right now, we're even working with Jamaica Animation Nation Network. to promote awareness for intellectual property, ownership rights, and even though it's for animation right now, we're not limited to that. So lyricists, musicians, artists, sculptors, you name it. We are very much into that right now for entertainment and IP, contract, real estate, so.
So all the creators out there, you know where to find them.
Yes.
Martin and Martin.
Martin and Associates.
Yeah, perfection. Considering that both of you have an interest in law, is it that you both share the same interest?
I mean, for the interest in law part, I'm not going to lie, she follow me. That is why she hasn't graduated as yet. Like,
oh my
God! You didn't wonder why
I took time to find myself. That's what you
That
don't
is
jump
it.
into things all
I like to call it falafashin.
No,
I don't know what you would want to describe it as, but that is what I call it.
that is not true. People of Jamaica, I did not follow Jonadee Martin.
It's
Put that
called
on the record.
maturity.
Exactly.
Let me ask you something, Tamika. If you're into biotechnology and robotics and science, and then when you're just about to finish, you just say, "No, I want to do law." You're not falafashin that?
No, that is not true.
So you were into
that is having a moment.
It's not even the same feel.
It's having a moment of self-reflection.
That's right.
Deciding what you want to do in 10 to 15 years.
Yes.
And saying that when I'm at that stage, I want to be happy with what I'm doing.
You see that?
And that's a decision you make.
Tell the
from
camera.
that
Tell
feeling.
them. This
So
one.
that is
This
not
one.
follow fashion. Oh, that is not follow fashion. That's being a mature individual.
That's it.
Jonadee.
That's it, Jonadee. All right, so you have quite a few things that you guys want to go out into and to launch into. Is there anything else, any new venture that you plan to aspire to?
Well, as we said before, when Jody mentioned that we are part of a legacy, in terms of my grandmother, my mother, even my aunts, we were in custom broking. So a part of our firm, our sister company, JCM Logistics Solutions, we do a lot of custom brokerage for commercial companies, shipments, and so forth. So that is something that we're pushing as well for the new year, as well to build a
on that
foundation that we receive. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, we are fortunate. God has been very good to us. We are more a little bit privileged than the average, and we want to give back as well. That is very important to us, giving back, because you have to be very grateful for what you have, because especially with COVID, you see a lot of people falling on hard times, a lot of people losing their work, and to be where we are now, in spite of it, you have to be very grateful. So giving back is important. We're starting a foundation, the Lions Foundation, named for my grandmother, who will be giving back to underprivileged communities, food. One day, when we have the dough that up there, we'll be hoping to help with school fees and tuitions and so forth. So that is something the children homes and hospitals is something that we are working towards. We have begun already, but at a small scale now, and that is something that we really want to expand on. And development, that is something that real estate development, that is something that we are going into this year as well.
What was your grandmother's name?
Her name was Gloria Lyons.
Okay.
See, powerful name.
Very powerful.
So she left a legacy, so we have to do her proud. You understand? So that is something that we are very much in tune in doing within this year, going into the new year as well.
Okay. Jhada,
Yes.
do you think that, are you guys inspired by any twins out there?
Put us on the spot. I mean, people, not necessarily twins, but people in general, yes.
Who would you say that you're inspired by?
I mean, I want to say celebrity-wise or personal-wise, my mother is a very big inspiration for me.
Yes, that's true.
How she worked, as my grandmother and my mother came out of poverty to accomplish what they accomplished. It's very inspiring. It really puts a lot of, I won't say pressure, but a lot of fire to make them
Take
proud
that
to
torch
achieve and
carry it further.
so our descendants and people around us benefit from that. So for now, I would say that she's my biggest inspiration. Well, they are.
Yes.
So no twins, but hopefully one day you have another set of twins on here and you ask them that and they say, Jonadee, they inspired me. And we're like, yes.
Are you inspired by a celebrity today?
Not particularly. I mean the celebrity culture that we have nowadays. I personally don't want to say anything against it, but I'm not really inspired by it. Other than those who speak out against certain injustice, speak up, especially for POCs and Black artists and Black people overall. I'm very much into that.
So I have a game for you, and it's called It's Me, It's Her.
Okay.
So I will ask...
Secrets coming out now.
Mommy, they will be telling you the secrets. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
And then you will tell me which one of you. So it's me or her. All right. So let's try it. Who is Jhada? Good. Very good. We'll get it quick. So first question. Who is the messiest? What? Listen is the first question. You can't lie.
This is the hill I'm standing on.
Right now, my lightning strike your J. This is it.
So both of you are messy.
No,
that's what I take away from me.
No. That's not what we're saying. I'm saying that she is messy. I am very clean and very.
And what are you saying today?
I'm saying that Jonadee is a liar.
Oh my, sorry.
I mean, we're not messy. We're just comfortable.
No, not we. She.
Okay. So I take it. You, Jerry. No. Yes, you are. All right. The next one. Mm-hmm. This secret. Who had their first kiss first? What are you looking up in the ceiling for? What are you looking up in the ceiling for?
That molding was here all along. I'm telling you.
All right, let's continue. Who
My
is?
mommy around the backyard.
Yes, I know you're going to ask old and just.
All right, so let's just leave that one. Leave that one. Who is the funniest?
I mean,
I don't want any of you to say anything to me.
All right, we're equally funny. Yes. I'll give you that. We're equally funny.
All right. Who would survive in Squid Game? Do you know Squid Game?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm just thinking of it. Jhada is more the cut through.
Use the thing. Okay. Use it.
Probably.
Hey, Jhada.
But I mean, I would probably be one of the what do you call it again?
The finalists?
No, not the finalists. I wouldn't be a contestant. I'd probably be the one firing the gun. So, yeah, she would survive.
You see what I have to do?
Yes, I completely get it. All right. Who could talk their way out of a ticket?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I know. I can tell.
Watch it. It's like art.
I know. I can pick that up. Who's the better dancer?
Okay, she can't hold a beat.
I
give her.
Who is the better singer?
You
but
know,
so we can't sing.
so
we can't.
I won't lie.
At least you guys
I can play instruments.
Which ones?
Drums.
Mm-hmm.
I dabble in the guitar a little bit and the piano, but she does the guitar and the piano. But
I'm learning.
Okay.
So it's a curve. I'm getting there.
Okay. And the final question. Mm-hmm. Who is the better dresser?
Oh no, man, Toby can dress. You can't pick one, no man. Yeah.
All right, so you guys have been absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed your company.
We enjoyed it too.
And for your game, I have a gift for not Jhada and not Jonadee, but for your mom.
Okay.
So
good way of finessing it.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes. Because she birthed you, and you guys are absolutely lovely. And based on just how respectful and lovely you are, I know that she had a lot to do with that. So that is for your mother. I don't care about you guys. Mm-mm. You were bad at the game. You did not answer the questions. Don't care about you. But mommy, right?
See it now, Jenny.
So make sure she wears her blouse and, post it and tag us in it.
Yes,
Definitely.
I will do that.
So thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for having
us.
us.
All right. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe so that you'll be the first to know when we post new content. And always remember, you can be the light that fights against the shadows.